So here we are. We're out visiting the pigs. We just moved. We took a long walk. They came from, well, close to up to the top, and we're back to the bottom. The reason I did that is the grass over on this one side is pretty thin, and it's middle of August, so I definitely want to get that strip ripped up through there. You can see the cover crop that we have. I want to get that strip ripped up and get that planted back to oats. So I should be able to get a good growth on oats before it gets cold. So in my area, you plant oats, fall oats, no later than August 15th. Today's August 16th, but we're going to graze them, so not a big deal. But we're going to get that strip up through there, ripped up, replanted in oats. The chickens are going to go up through there, and then this fall the pigs will have all of that, the regrowth after the chickens. So we took a pretty long walk. I refilled the water, and you know, pigs are smart. So they made that move, and then it takes me about 45 minutes to fill this water tank. So I gave them a drink after, you know, made them walk 100 yards and gave them a drink, dumped the rest of the water tank in there for them, which was a good amount. They got plenty to drink. Then I went back, filled the water tank, and they have thrown a fit over the time that I didn't have the water supplied to the water nipple. You can see the mud that's there, and it ran out. It was a few hours ago, but they have thrown a fit and let me know about myself for leaving them without water for that 45-minute period. The first time I unhooked water and moved it, you know, it was the same story. But now every time I'm up here, when I do anything, when they see I'm done giving them feed or anything, they come over here to that water nipple, and they will, you can see the water nipple there. They will hit on the water nipple, and if there's no water, they start squealing and whining like somebody was torturing them. And that noise will go on. I should video that sometime. That will go on for the entire time that the water's not hooked up. Just pigs squeaking and squealing. And as you can tell from my videos and stuff, I don't leave my animals without water. But that's their security blanket. That thing has to have water to it every time I'm not here. So if I try to record it, then they will not make a sound and I'll look like a fool. But that's been my experience with them. But so we're here. They got this grass to eat, and you know, that was pretty tall a few hours ago. They've eaten the stuff down, and then the ground's really hard. We haven't had any actual rain lately, but they'll still get digging, because right there is that's broom sedge, and then back there we have a clump of nut sedge. And you don't need, if you want rid of that, you don't need a herbicide. You need pork, because they love digging that stuff up. I guess it tastes good to them. They're the only animal that I know of that likes it. So they'll eat the tops off, and they will dig those sedges up out of the ground. Now, it doesn't 100% kill it, because that's where they were in the spring, and the first part of it, there's quite a bit of it in here. We'll go walk. So this would have been, when we first got the piglets, this would have been where they were, and planted this in cover crop. It didn't come up great. Some of the sorghum did, But you can see we have foxtail over there. And this is a yellow nutsedge when it goes to seed, which I wish they would have eradicated that. But as we go up through here, there's a little bit right in here. But as we go up through here, the cover crop did better. The beautiful red clover, the sorghum, the annual rye. This is all annual rye. That's why I want to run those chickens on this. That all came up. And the yellow nutsedge is pretty much non-existent. So maybe it took them a little bit of time to realize how much they liked eating it. So this is exciting too. The chickens are going to go over this, and this is sorghum to seed. So that's going to be free food for those meat birds, just to add some diversity into their diet. A lot of this the sorghum, in my experience, when you run it over like that, if you have a couple of nice warm days, it'll start to, I think it's called tillering, and come back up. So even though I will be stealing some of the pigs' work from them, we should get a little bit of bounce back. And where I'm standing right now, so that's about 6 feet over to the cover crop. And then the cover crop is a full 8 feet wide. So I'm going to try and keep those meat birds over here as far as I can, and preserve this cover crop for the pigs. But you can see in there's the clover, arrowleaf clover. So it's going to be good for everyone involved. Pigs, chickens, pigs, and hopefully pigs next year. Now I don't know, because I'm hoping as we continue the system that we can eliminate some of that yellow nutsedge, and it'd be nice to get rid of the foxtail too. In the future, I'm going to continue to run pigs through here, but I have thought about in the future maybe figuring somewhere else to go with the pigs and using this section for sheep. My wife's not really into lamb, so that's kind of a hard no for her, but I'll convince her someday, you know. But yeah, that's our video. Pigs moving, healthy pigs. So I don't know if I mentioned it earlier, but I bought these pigs in May. It was towards the end of May, and I was told they were 8 weeks old and they were small. And I need them to make it until November. I plan on processing them myself for a few different reasons. Number one being, I don't want any of my meat cured in sodium nitrate. I will cure my meat in celery juice powder, which is natural occurring sodium nitrate, not chemical. And that my father-in-law cannot eat bacon that has been cured with a commercial curing process, which would be sodium nitrate. We have had it cured with celery juice powder before, and that processor no longer offers that. So that bacon, he could eat it, enjoy it, and he lives with us, so he's getting older, and I don't know, how much longer he's going to be around. So if I can do a few things for myself also, but to make things a little bit more enjoyable for him, I'm going to do that. So we grew the celery, we'll make our own celery juice powder, and we'll process our own pigs. but I need it to be cold because I don't exactly have a walk-in freezer. So when we process them and hang them, I need it to be, a week that's going to be mid to low 30s. So we're going to have to find that and hope the weather, we can get a cool bot and put up a temporary cooler, but yeah, like I was saying, these guys are, I've raised pigs on the same timeline. Actually, one year we did them from excuse me, one year we did them from May to February, or February to early December, and those animals were not this big, but we weren't daily moving them. We had them in a big paddock and we fed them a lot of vegetable scraps, same hog feed. They weren't as big as these guys. So if you like this video, hit the thumbs up, leave a comment, tell me I'm an idiot if you think that's the case, or if you see anything that we could do better. There's a lot of people that do a lot of this better than I do, so I would like the input. Thanks, have a great day.